So I want to be in John chapter 5 today. This is about the man who's healed at the pool in Bethsaida. That's where we will be. But if this hasn't happened to you, it will. You get frustrated, right? Maybe it's with your child. You've asked them for 2 weeks to clean their room, and still it looks like a disaster in there. And you're frustrated and you're like, just get it done, right? Or maybe you're waiting for your coworker to complete their portion of the project so you could turn it in. You're like, just get it done. I'm tired of waiting on you, right? Or, I am personally convinced that the DOT takes their sweet old time paving roads and doing road repairs personally just to annoy me. Now, I know that's not true, but it certainly seems that way. So we get frustrated with just get it done. So do you think that God gets frustrated with you for continuing to do the thing that he's asked you not to do? Do you think that God is tired of trying to convict you? Do you think that God is past the point of frustrated with, I've asked you not to do that 101, 102, 103, 4 times, and yet you still continue? Well, I don't know if he does, because I don't speak for him. But if he does, I wouldn't blame him at all for getting frustrated. So there's a reason I'm sharing this story about here in John chapter 5 for 2 reasons. So you know the story, but I'm going to start in John 5:2. Here's what it says. Now there in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, which is called in Hebrew Bethsaida, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of sick people, blind, lame, paralyzed, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain time into the pool and stirred up the water. Then whoever stepped in first after the stirring of the water was made well of whatever disease he had. Now a certain man was there who had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there, he knew that he already had been in that condition a long time. And Jesus said to him, do you want me to make you well? The sick man answered, Sir, I have no man to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up. But while I am coming, another steps down before me. I have to tell you, I would not have that kind of patience if somebody had been there a long time and made zero effort. I have zero patience for that. I could not do what Jesus did. But Jesus says, rise up, take your bed and walk, right? So this man continued to not really make an effort for a very, very, very long time. Sort of like your kid not cleaning their room, or your coworker, or the DOT, right? We get frustrated. Just make an effort, right? But I wanted to share that portion of it. But then I want to go on to verse 14 of that same story. Afterward, Jesus found him in the temple and said to him, See, you have been made well. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon you. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had made him well. And the reason I wanted to share that story was for the second reason. So Jesus says, sin no more. So when God the Father is telling you, and if he is getting frustrated because you continue to do that 105, 106, 107 times after he's asked you not to, Jesus says, sin no more. Stop that behavior. So I was hoping that this would be helpful to any of us who are dealing with frustration or who are maybe out of patience with someone, that here is Jesus showing an extensive amount of grace and mercy to this man who had been there for a long time. And then Jesus told him to stop doing it. So if God is speaking to us, God the Father is speaking to us and telling us to stop doing that, we need to stop. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.